It's been about 20 years ago when I had the pleasure of meeting our guest speaker for today, and we developed some relationship that led to a lot of great things for Columbus, Georgia. I remember when I was the commanding general of Fort Benning, that's been a long time ago, the person that I could depend on is our speaker. Don't matter what it was, if it was for soldiers, about soldiers, what they wore, what they shot, where they lived, you could always depend on him to support you in Congress. Later in life, I had this crazy idea of building this museum. And I remember going to Bill Turner downtown and asking if I could have $10 million to fix up the old museum at Fort Benning. He said, "General, I don't think you're thinking big enough." I said, "You got some money, I can think bigger." So he gave me $30 million. At that time, Senator Inouye from Hawaii was living. So I had sort of cornered Senator Inouye to help out with the project in Congress. And he passed away, and the mantle was passed to our speaker. And he likes to tell the story, if General White ever comes to Washington asking for money, and he will be here every week, give him the money early in the morning, because if not, he'll worry you to death all day. Get him out of there. So he would usually do that. And I also promised him that, I said, when I come up here and ask you for money this week, it'll be the last trip I make. He said, "That's a damn lie. It's not the last trip you'll make. You'll be here next week." Which is true. But from that day on, every time that we needed something, such as a Porter-Chef Veterans Center, hospitals in Fort Benning, PXs in Fort Benning, barracks in Fort Benning, shooting ranges in Fort Benning, this museum, and I could go on and on and on, I turned to one guy. Because I knew the answer might not always be right, but it was the truth. And I could take it to the bank. And I didn't have to go through a lot to get it. Sanford Bishop is a soldier, a real soldier, and he loves soldiers. He loves all of us. I got too much time on my hands anymore, so I read that awful thing called Facebook sometimes. And he'll take a meeting on there that he doesn't deserve, that belongs somewhere else, but he'll take part of that meeting, and he takes it like a man every time, and he knows that I jump in there every time and defend him. But we can depend on Congressman Bishop with all the things that are going on in this world to be there to support you, to be there to support what you do, the farmers, the people, the soldiers. Anything he can do to support you, he will. And he'll be very honest about it. In my life, I don't know what would happen to my life since 1990 had it not been for Sanford Bishop. I honestly don't know. I don't think this facility would have been here, and I don't think soldiers would have had a lot of what they have today without Sanford Bishop. So it's a great honor of mine, always, to be on a platform and introduce and talk about the speaker we have this morning, that's Congressman Sanford Bishop. Sanford, I salute you.